Hi everyone, I just wanted to make a quick video because this is still work in progress, but I wanted to share something with you. So I got this idea from Suse Fish, I think. She's a really talented scrapbooker here on YouTube. I'll try to link her channel below. I absolutely love watching her layouts. I think they're just stunning. She uses a lot of beautiful kind of white, clean looking textural elements in her scrapbooking, and she doesn't just do it on the 6x6 scrapbooking pages, but she also creates all sorts of different little notebooks, and they're all very tactile and kind of lovely. I wish, you know, if I was friends with her, I would love to go to her house, have a cup of tea, and just kind of flip through her journals or her notebooks, because they just look so beautiful. But so I got the idea from her. She used these two binding rings that you can buy, and then she basically created a lovely little scrapbooking notebook. So what I thought I'll do for mine is kind of make a not so much just scrapbooking, but all in one journal, because I sometimes struggle with, for example, I get an idea of something to do and I tend to put it off because I'm actually not sure in which journal that would fit in best. Like, for example, the current journal I'm working in, I established a specific style in here. So if I give you a little flip through, you'll see it's all within sort of, you know, it just works together. The only thing that sort of clashes is this page here in the beginning, because when I started this journal I didn't know where I wanted to go, and so I might do some changes on here. But other than that, you know, I wouldn't want to start putting random things in the sketchbook, and that's quite often what happens to me. So I've got loads of different things. I've got my Mr. Darcy, which I keep sort of some journaling here. This is when I was interested in Jane Davenport's stuff, and some of the Inktober from last year. Just to show you a few, there is also the Confessions of the Mind, of the Fashionable Mind. I've got a few other sketchbooks. And then I just sort of think sometimes the idea that I come up with doesn't really fit in any of those. And so I decided that I will create something like this, which I then can really put anything in there, and it will be a collection. And if I don't like something, I don't feel like I need to rip out the page. I just can open these binding rings and take a page out. I can also create a perfect kind of layout of which page I want to come first and which page I want to come later. So here's, for example, a classic example. Usually this, so first of all, I've done this, there's a video where I'm comparing the cutty papers. So here we go, here's another one. So I was comparing the cutty paper to the Winsor & Newton to show you how much more vibrant the watercolors look on the cutty papers. And so because I wasn't too happy with this one, usually I would throw out this swatch card or paper because there's nothing interesting about it. But I thought yesterday, let me do something creative about it. And so I started drawing in these faces, and I absolutely love this now. So it would be great for me to scan it once I have my scanner or printer, whatever it will be, ready to work with, and then, you know, do something about it. So at the minute I put this one in, which is just an IKEA frame. I wasn't sure whether I want to keep it or not, and a couple of things I've done here. I took the cutty papers, you know, the square sheets that I've shown you, and I cut them so that they would kind of fit like so. And then I've got some of these papers here, which are really stunning. So I might do something on reverse. I'm planning to do some maybe scrapbooking on these, and I will eventually think of a way of making these pages feel a little bit thicker. So I might stick some scrapbooking cardstock on the back to make it feel a bit more kind of sturdy, and I might use some washi around it, around the edges or something like that, so that it kind of feels like and looks like a proper cover rather than just thin paper. If you're interested what this beautiful paper is, I will show you. So it comes from this beautiful gift wrap book that I got last year, I think, also from Home Sense, if I'm not mistaken. Sometimes they have just this amazing stuff. So this is the Ted Baker wrapping paper collection, and it's got the most beautiful illustration on there. So here is to show you a quick overview of all the papers. Sorry, just need to zoom in because there's some. There we go. So it's all quite sort of floral except for these two at the bottom right here. I think I'll actually use up this one for gift wrapping for this Christmas, because I don't really like it for scrapbooking. So it was £10 and I got quite a lot of paper. So this entire book, I'll show you in a second, it's folded up pages of wrapping paper. So here we've got 8 designs, 6 of which are florals, gorgeous, beautiful papers. So the way this works is basically, so this is the one I cut up, I'll show you in a sec. You get 2 sheets of each, and let me just zoom out again. So you get 2 sheets of each, and they are kind of, you can cut them here, or there's like a perforated line. You just pull it out and you end up with a sheet of wrapping paper basically, and you get loads of them like that. And the one I have done is one of these ones. So basically you can see I have pulled out the one of them, and then I ran it through my cutting machine and ended up with, I think, 4 of these, and then I cut them further to fit for the covers. So you get loads and loads, and I didn't even know such thing existed until I saw it in Home Sense. So that was a great find. So I think today what I will do is just do a little session. I only have 25 minutes left until I need to go pick up Mason, but essentially here is what I want to do. So the good thing about it is that you simply remove any page that you need to work on, and you can work it in your own space. So today I just want to create some what I call guilt-free art. So that means I just look around on my desk and try to find something that appeals to me. And I'm not going to be thinking, oh, I need to create this or that or something like a certain illustration. I'm just going to let it be. And I think sometimes we tend to not do that. And what happens is that you push yourself to a certain direction. Now there is this book which I think I actually ordered last night from the Amazon US. I forgot the writer's or the artist's name, but it's something to do with doodling. I think it's called If You Can Doodle, You Can Draw, or You Can Paint, something like that. And it's really kind of sort of looks like childish drawing, but it's so neat and it's so cute. So this is what I want to do today, completely and utterly guilt-free. and I'm going to jump from one thing to another and not really give myself any structure whatsoever. And you know, if it comes out ugly, then so it is, but I just want to experience it. So I'm going to take this wash brush, which I actually never use. It's from Princeton. This is 1/2 inch brush. I love the design of it. It came in the set when I bought the Princeton. I think I'll try to link it because I bought it on Amazon. So let's have a look. I'm going to go into this lovely turquoise. Now, here's the thing. So I bought this color wheel, and so to pop something interesting with this color, it's like blue-green, it says I need red-orange. So I'm going to let it dry first, I think. Maybe just add a bit more, just here and there. And maybe just a touch over here in this corner. So this is a graphite pencil that I used. It's a water-soluble graphite pencil, the Caran d'Ache Technalo in 3B. So I will dry this quickly. Okay, so the trick is, once again, so if you look at the opposites that way, it's easier for me to look this way because there's more transparency. Then what happens is, if you mix the opposites, you're going to get a neutral, like a gray. So basically, if you want a popping color rather than a gray, what you need to do is, for the neutral, basically you go wet into wet and you create that, mixing them two. If you do them separately, then you need to dry the first color first. Sorry for the color changes, for the lighting changes. So you dry this color first, and then you go in with the second color. So I'm going to now take this one and go into here. This is a lovely orange, and I'm going to try, oh, it just went everywhere. That's it. So I will just do a little bit of orange plopping. For this type of project, I would recommend to use a matte, but I'm in a rush, so I'm not doing that. And that actually looks quite neat. So the other thing I'm going to do now, quite spontaneously, is I'm going to go into this new watercolor palette, which I have purchased the other day, and I absolutely love it. I think it's so beautiful. So I'm not sure actually what colors. I think I'll go for the gold one. So I am going to... These re-wet the fastest. I've never come across a metallic paint that re-wets so gorgeously and so quickly. So I'm just going to kind of dab it on like that. And then just maybe in some other places as well, since we're at it really. And then just do a couple of these marks here and there. So this could make for a nice bookmarker. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and dry it again. I just decided I want this orange color to come out a bit more, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to try, and hopefully you can see, shall I zoom you in a little bit, create some flowers out of this, because I want the colors to come out a bit more. I won't do flowers out of all of them, but some of them. Like so. Just a little one here. And then a couple more here. This orange is gorgeous. It's the core. And yeah, I just love it. So I think I'll leave it at that. So we've got a few orange flowers. And I think what I would do next is do some doodling probably. That's what I feel like doing. Notice how the paper sort of bends a little bit when you dry it, but don't worry about it. It will go back to shape. So over here, I'm just going to use my pencil to doodle over. And I think I'll just add a few of these sort of stamens like that. And this actually paint right here, this orange one, I think what I will do is just add a gold blob like so. A bit more maybe. Just because I didn't like the orange. Looked a little bit yucky on the turquoisey color. Now I will use like a pen. I haven't actually done much doodling on the khadi paper just because it's a lot more rougher. So I don't know what it is going to look like. I hope you can see what I'm doing. So I'm just going to go over it twice. And that will be my little doodles. And then over here at the bottom, same thing, adding a circle, like a center to the flower. Okay, so I just checked how it was going and I realized that the card got full, so I'm really sorry if you missed out, but basically what I've been doing is these flowers at the bottom, and there is a last one here, so I'll just show you what exactly I've done if that wasn't recorded. So the pen works quite well on the khadi. You just need to use different kind of pressuring point, I guess. Yeah, so someone has been really busy filming today. And what else will I do? I think I will just leave it like that. So there isn't really much to it. At the same time, it's pretty to look at. And I had my, how long was it? 10 minutes of creative time. So I think this type of all-in-one journal really works well. And now is the battery blinking. We are in double trouble. But the good thing is I have finished. I might just do a little bit of doodling here and there, but I'll try to insert the image of it at the end. And thanks for watching and see you soon.